Focus on yourself. No, seriously. Focus on you. You may think you're focused on yourself, but you're getting distracted. You see, when you're on your path of self-improvement, whether it's in fitness, whether it's in business, whether it's in just leveling yourself up mentally, physically, spiritually, you're gonna get a lot of people saying, hey, you're so obsessed with yourself. Why are you looking at yourself in the mirror? Why do you care about yourself so much? You're selfish. You're gonna hear that a lot. They're gonna call you selfish. They're gonna tell you that you're obsessed with yourself. But here's the reality. Of course I'm obsessed with myself. That's your problem. That's your problem. Because you're obsessed with everybody else except yourself. You're obsessed with everything else except yourself. That's why you like to watch the football games for 10 hours on the weekend instead of pouring the love into you. That's why you're so obsessed with seeing the latest gossip on the TV show Love Island. That's why you're so obsessed with seeing what pops up on your Instagram feed. Oh, this person went on vacation here. This person's engaged here. Listen, none of that matters. It's just noise. God doesn't reward you for talking. He rewards you for doing. And what he needs to see out of you is he needs to see you focusing on yourself. Because the life that you were given is a blessing. And it's not meant to spend watching everybody else. Looking at this thing over here, distracting yourself with that thing over there. It's meant for you to focus on yourself. So yeah, I am obsessed with myself. That's how I got the physique I wanted. Yeah, I am obsessed with a better life. That's why I started a business and quit my 2 jobs that I hated. Yeah, I am obsessed with myself. That's why I moved across the country away from everybody I knew so I can lock in and focus on me. I haven't hung out with one person in the last 6 months since I moved here to Florida. Is it because I hate everybody? No. It's because I love myself and I love my family and I love everybody that has sacrificed something before me way more than the pleasurement of watching a sports game today. Way more of going to the concert and screaming my lungs out for somebody else. That's everybody's problem. Hey, why are you yelling so much? I'm yelling because I'm yelling for me. I'm yelling for my family. I'm yelling for everybody that has ever cared for me. Everybody else yells as well. But they're yelling for Tom Brady. They're yelling for Kobe Bryant. They're yelling for LeBron James. They're yelling for everybody on the Love Island show. You're yelling for somebody. Why don't you yell for yourself? Why don't you yell for your family? Why don't you yell for your significant other? Why don't you focus in on yourself? You see, when you are so obsessed with yourself and you're leveling up, everybody's gonna question, why are you so obsessed? You're selfish, and it's all just a mask because when they see you leveling up, it reminds them that they're taking a seat while you're standing up for yourself. Because if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. You're reminding them that they're not going after their dreams. You're reminding them that you are working a little bit harder than them. But the reality is I'm not born with anything special. You're not born with anything special. All the most successful people aren't born with anything special. It's just that they stayed focused. They locked in. They cut out the distraction. They cut out the noise. Try focusing on one conversation. You could do it. You could do it because last time I checked, when you were talking with somebody in a city, there's a ton of noise around you. There's birds chirping over here, there's cars beeping over there, there's a conversation over there, a conversation over there, and if you can focus on that one conversation, well then you get something out of the conversation. So you've proven it before, you can stay focused, but in this world, people are competing for your attention. Look at yourself in the mirror a little bit more. Ask yourself what you truly want out of life. Reflect with yourself every single week. Did you get better or did you stay the same? Because here's the thing, it's another day of opportunity. Did you get better today? Did you move one step closer to the life that you said you wanted today? Or did you just get through the day? Because we're not here to just get through the day. We're not here to just get by. We're not just hanging in there. We're here to freaking thrive. At least that's what I'm doing. What are you doing? Because you don't have to thrive. You could be like the other 8 billion people on the planet and blend in and never make a mark and only just know 5, 10 people that you have contact with. But last time I checked, you're meant for more. Last time I checked, you're supposed to inspire more people. Last time I checked, you're supposed to lead your family. Last time I checked, you're supposed to be proud of yourself every single day. And that only comes from focusing on you. Why? Because where your focus goes, energy flows. And we only have this much energy every single day we wake up. But your problem is you're focusing your energy over here, or on what this person said, or gossiping over here, or texting the group chat, or seeing where you're going out for dinner tonight, seeing where you're going out on vacation. Most people spend more energy and more time figuring out where they're going on vacation for a week than they do figuring out where they're going with their life for the rest of their life. How backwards is that? You need to look in the mirror and lock in from this day forward, because that's the separator. Everybody else is gonna try to distract you. Everybody else is gonna be distracting themselves. But if you can stay focused, you have a competitive advantage against 99.9% of individuals. I went to the gym when everybody else was partying in university. I brought my meal prep and I tracked my macros while everybody else around me was eating pizza. I was working 2 jobs to save up enough money to be able to support my business when I was first starting off, and now we're full-time worldwide, running Superfit worldwide, living in my dream place. With the water right here, I always wanted to live on the water. And how did I get this? Because I focus. I cut out the noise. I didn't listen to what other people were saying to me. Because why? I don't need permission from somebody else on how to live my life. And everybody's problem is they're looking for permission from this person. They're looking for permission from that person. Should I invest in myself? Is it worth the investment? Is it worth the sacrifice? What would you do if you were me? It doesn't matter what they would do. What matters is, what do? You need the permission from yourself. And that's why when most people look in the mirror, they don't recognize themselves. Listen up, this is most people's problem. Is they're getting the opinion from this person. They're getting the opinion on social media from this person. They're asking permission from everybody else on what they should do. And then they look in the mirror and they don't even know who they are. Because this opinion contradicts with this opinion. This opinion contradicts with this opinion. Next thing you know, you're paralyzed and you don't know where to go and you're overwhelmed because you have too many options. Here's the secret, focus. Follow one course until successful, not until you're tired, not until you're busy, not until it's hard, not until you get a little bit of success and you see a little results. No, until you freaking win. Win for yourself and win for your family and win for everybody that has ever believed in you. So yeah, I can smile from watching the TV show, I can smile from watching SportsCenter and cheering everybody on and going to the concert, but that pales in comparison to the pride and excitement I get from chasing after the best version of me, from leveling myself up. So you can either separate yourself from everybody else and focus on you, be obsessed with yourself, dedicate yourself to getting better, cut out the noise, or you can blend in with everybody else. The celebrity isn't gonna put food on the table for you. The celebrity isn't gonna get in great shape for you. The celebrity isn't gonna allow you to have the confidence to lead your family by example. You see, everybody else is looking up to these people. Look up to yourself. Cheer for yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. Stop looking to the right, stop looking to the left, and look straight ahead at your vision for the future. Because you can not only change your life, but you can change your whole family's life after you. Too much has been sacrificed for you to get to where you are today. Lock in, cut out the noise. You'll see more results in the next month than most people see in their entire freaking lifetime. Because you didn't get distracted and you focused on you.